This is Lyran channeling, May 11th, and using different techniques to focus aspects of the brain responsible for emotions as well as speech to observe the impact it may have on the channeling state. So a bit of an experiment, and as always, messages from our star family. Thank you.
We are happy to be able to finally utilize more of your awareness as you deepen your practice with the art of altered state channeling. Understand that there are variations in how the channeling state can be accessed, and all forms of channeling are available to all people if all people practice whatever form of channeling they are most called to use. Now, when you sync up aspects of your body that are responsible for different functions with the channeling state, such as speech, such as relaxation, what ends up happening is we are actually amplifying these locations within you so you can actually, after the channeling session, embody more of those states, more of the functions of those anatomical regions, energetic regions, so you can then access more of yourself, bringing in more of yourself into the reality framework. You will also find that if you associate the channeling state with different body parts related to physiological healing, then that will also be amplified, because understand what is happening when you are channeling is you are crystallizing various energies in your body and you are amplifying these energies. So in other words, you are essentially allowing for yourself to vibrate at a very high frequency that will amplify whatever is occurring within you. This is one of the reasons why it is highly important to ensure your belief systems as well as your energetic states are where you wish for them to be when you are channeling in order to get a good result. Otherwise, you will amplify that which you do not prefer when you are accessing the channeling state, and it will impede upon multiple processes unless you transform it and utilize it positively upon leaving the state. Because what will happen is your own negativity, your own limitation will be then what you amplify. And for many people, you are not trained in how to be able to transform such energies, and it can be quite stifling. But for those of you who understand you have the ability to transform anything, and you go into the channeling state with these types of energies, you always can be alchemical in your magical abilities and transform them using your imagination, using your creativity to transform them, and the amplification can help you to then see aspects of your shadow, the unintegrated parts of your being, which you can then begin to integrate. We are excited that you have allowed for the channeling state to deepen in such a way. Understand that all of you, and we repeat, all of you, who are going through your own skill growing processes, whether it be drawing, whether it be writing, whether it be counseling, whether it be architecture, it does not matter what it is. Understand, as you open up your spiritual abilities, your connection to source, your connection to your body, which has many access points to source, many access points to your own spirit and soul. Understand that when you become more of yourself and you access more of your original being, more of the you were designed to be by the Creator. The more you do this, the more of your own energy you begin to bring into the reality framework, so all of your skills will automatically begin to improve. You were taught that you must do hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of practice. Understand, there is some truth to this, and the idea is repetition will yield mastery. This is the saying on your world. But understand that if you are not embarking upon the utilization of these skills while fully being yourself, you will only reach certain levels of skill development. And the idea is that through conscious repetition of the skill, interwoven with the energies of fully embodying yourself, fully being yourself, will allow for you to make rapid advancements in the skill. You will actually receive downloads, spontaneous inspirations, and understandings about the multiple dynamics and dimensions involved with the using of the skill. And this is one of the major reasons why being yourself is actually crucial for the evolution of your society and your civilizations. Because when you are fully being yourself, the answers that you don't even realize you're asking for begin to come through. You start to naturally evolve yourself through the spiritual process, and then any skill you have, which is a natural extension of you, will then evolve as a side effect. And this is very important because when you utilize skills that are reflective of your passions, that is how you build a dream society on Earth, which you're already doing, but for some of you, you might call it a nightmare society, depending, of course, upon what version of it you are experiencing. And we don't mean to sound a little down and dreary, but understand, for many people on the different parallel versions of Earth, they are creating nightmares, unaware that it's their dream, and they have the ability to dream their wildest dream, their biggest dream, their most fantastic dream. Understand that for those of you who are dreaming your best dream, dreaming your ideal self, dreaming your ideal life, remember you are building that reality and are completely disembarking from any notion of nightmare. So rest assured, you are going in a rather exciting direction. However, for those on your world who are cyclically creating nightmare realities, they do not know how to lucid dream in the waking state and create the reality they prefer, because that's what you're doing. You're just becoming lucid while you're awake. That's all this practice is, of creating your reality, realizing you're in a dream, realizing you can create the dream. That's all it is. Those people have not woken up in the dream. And because of that, they are cyclically repeating the same themes. They are cyclically repeating the same concepts. It is up to all of you who are embarking on creating the dream reality to continue to do so, because you cannot wake them up, but you can set an example for them to follow. Understand that many of you have kept your practices, kept your passions, kept your ideas, kept your dreams private, not revealing them to a single soul, because you're afraid that you will be judged. And you are still able, as you know, to reap the benefits of your practices, of your positive actions in your life, and you're still able to witness the magic, obviously. However, when you do not share it, when you hoard it, when you keep it secret, you are robbing all within your Earth theme of being able to create their own version of the same thing. So the biggest gift you can actually give is to express what you are doing in the way that is most exciting. And you will find for many of you this will actually involve talking about much of what you're doing. Because understand, many of you say, I cannot connect very deep with people in my reality. They are so closed-minded. I don't know what to do. Well, are you actually talking about that which excites you? That which you are passionate about? Because if you're not, you are not giving them the opportunity to match your frequency, and you are also robbing yourself of an opportunity to be able to have those types of interactions that you say you want to have, that you prefer to have. So share your gifts, share your talents. You will begin to allow for more opportunity for others to be able to match the dream reality that is representative of your highest preference, your highest passion. So share this gift. Give away your secrets. You don't need to hoard them like some ancient master in a cave who only trains those who are worthy. You can let this idea go. You don't have to hide your secrets because you're worried you're going to get burned at the stake alive. We are saying these ideas because many of you have other incarnations where these were themes you were exploring, and you will find that those themes are still alive in this reality, and that is why some of you remain so quiet about what it is you do. Understand you're a new person in this reality. Understand you're a new incarnation in this reality, a new version of yourself in this reality. That does not happen here. That is not part of this theme. You can create the idea of the theme, but understand collectively that's not a theme that is really being explored in the way it was in those other reality experiences where people were killed for their practices. You are finding now that many of you are actually sought out for guidance. Whether or not people understand the depth of your practices, people are actually coming to you for guidance, for assistance, for healing, and it's because they feel the depth of your being and they understand you are doing things that other people in their reality are not doing, and as a result, you are offering them the experience of novelty and the experience of being able to step outside the current paradigm to be able to make changes within their own reality framework. And this is a gift that you can expand upon by elaborating what your true self is, what your true passions are, not keeping them a secret. This is the idealized situation for all of you to begin to expand your proclamations of what it is you do that excites you, to broadcast this loud and clear, if that is, of course, reflective of your excitement. You don't have to do this. We're not forcing you to do this. We are simply giving you another tool to be able to expand into your reality framework in a much more exciting way. And we think you will enjoy the effects of utilizing such a tool, such a permission slip, of doing something so simple as simply revealing that which you contain. And this will also grow your being, because you will find, if you're hearing these words and you're saying, I don't know if I can do that. What if they laugh? What if they throw rocks at me? And you feel fear? Guess what? We are slightly, gently nudging you towards your next step. That's all. Right? Because the idea is, if you're going to fully become yourself, it is necessary to investigate what is the fear about, so you can transform the fear and allow for more of yourself to begin to shine into the reality. It will then occupy the space the fear was occupying, so you become more of yourself. So we are just simply pushing you ever so slightly to embracing more of yourself and giving you one tool of many tools you can use to allow for your truest self to shine even brighter within the reality framework, which for many of you is ideal because that is how you create the reality you want. If you are busy interjecting into your reality framework things that don't actually belong to you, also known as your negative belief systems, your negative perceptions, if you go putting that into the reality, you will only get so much of your truest self reflected back in the reality, and you will continue to create a little bit more of that which you don't prefer, of that which is not reflective of your truest self. But by broadcasting your truest self loud and clear, you enable the reality to reflect all of that back to you. We thank you for your attention in this transmission. We are so excited for all of the changes you are going through as a world. We always are peering in, sending messages, but as you can tell, we're getting louder. We are not the only ones who are increasing our volume and our voice. This is reflective, of course, on the channel's part, but it is also reflective, of course, on all of your parts, because you are going deeper into yourselves where you can receive more information from a variety of different sources. You will find many of which you call your spiritual teachers. Should you listen to their newer teachings,
you may begin to find more information, more details, more permission slips, more tools, more understandings are being transmitted by these people, as well as your own higher self, your own dream state, your own noticing of synchronicities. You may find you're beginning to download more information from these sources. This is reflective on the part of your consciousness allowing for this to occur. You are deepening your connection, and we are just giving you the next step that you can use to deepen it even further. Thank you so much for your time and attention on behalf of all inhabitants within the Lyran system. We bid you a beautiful existence, a beautiful day. We send our love to all of you. Thank